Tyler Lagoons. Tyler is completing his fifth season during which he's played nearly every position. Tyler is escorted by Sherry, Natalia, and Marcus Lagoons. Tyler's 2023 season includes 8 RBIs, a fielding percentage of .933, and 34 innings pitched, with 3 wins and a save. Coach Bartlett pointed out that Tyler is a team-first player who has always been willing to play any role that makes the team better. Tyler's favorite Cubs accomplishment is beating Butte this season. Tyler would like to thank his coaches for all they have done for him during his Dillon tough years and for all the great memories that have been made. This fall, Tyler will attend BYU Idaho to study business. Thank you, Tyler, and the entire Goodness family for your participation and support of the Dillon Cubs. Our next senior is Damon Stratsky. Damon has pitched and played infield for the Cubs for the past 4 years. Damon is escorted by Jamie Stratsky, Wendy Allen, Jackson Stratsky. Damien is in the team's top 3 in batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and RBIs. He has pitched 40 innings, earning 3 wins and 1 save, while compiling an ERA of 2.8. Coach Bartlett notes that anytime Damon is pitching, I know we have a real good chance to pick up a double. Damon's favorite Cubs accomplishment is getting both Butte and GDO this season, a first during his years as a Cub. Damon would like to thank Coach Fitzgerald for putting him in big situations as a young player to develop his confidence, and Coach Bartlett for truly understanding how he plays and what he needs to be successful. This fall, Damon will attend Montana State University. Thank you, Damon, for your years of dedication, and to the Stratsky family for their years of support of the Dillon Cubs.
Someone go grab that ball. I gotta go get ready. Gather your people. You're probably his last game. Yeah, I thought he was here too. No, I haven't. Grabbed it. Grabbed it. Grabbed it. That's it. Let's walk through that. Grab it. Oh, you gotta go 1,000 miles to go fish some pictures. So I got the last 2. My fault. I'll run down the river.
first for the Anaconda Aids. Batting first, number 0, Nate Bloodnick. Batting second, number 10, Tommy Sawyer. Batting third, number 6, Riley Priskovich. Batting fourth, number 2, Andrew Talon. Batting fifth, number 14, Kyle Smith. Batting sixth, number 12, Ryan Saltberger. Batting seventh, number 1, Tanner Cromwell. Batting eighth, number 3, T. Cromwell. Batting ninth, number 19, Jesse Jones.
They were steaming. So hard. Don't baby it. You're not getting the right spin on it. See how you're releasing it like this.
Now for the Dillon Cubs.
Like this. Snap that.
Batting first, playing center field, number 16, Cale Conan. Batting number 2, wearing number 11, pitching, Cohen Hartman. Batting third, wearing number 2, and shortstop, Damon Stratsky. Batting fourth, wearing number 22, playing second base is Andrew Littleton Bartholomew. Batting fifth, wearing number 24, playing third base is Trenton Morini. Batting sixth, wearing number 3, playing right field is Sawyer Tackett. Batting seventh, wearing number 12, playing first base, or catching, excuse me, is Taylor Henlow.
So much for that idea.
Batting eighth, wearing number 21, left fielder Tyler Lagunas. Batting ninth, playing first base, number 3, Marcus Lagunas. Now batting for Anaconda, number 2, Nate Bloodnick. Now batting number 10, Tommy Sawyer.
Let's go, Ted. Take one little subtle lean in. I don't want to go either. You might go for it. Oh, take that. We're not going to take my World.
Hello, Tessa.
And welcome back to live action. Got started a little quick here. First batter was hit, Nate Blodnick, and now he's stole second. 2-0 count to the 2-hitter, center fielder number 10, Tommy Sawyer. Throw back to second, glances off the runner into left field. Looks like it hit him in the right hand. Doesn't feel good. Blodnick doing the catching. Tommy Sawyer in center, Riley Kriskovich in left field. Number 6, batting cleanup, Andrew Talon, the shortstop. Batting 5th, the pitcher, Tyrell Smith. That's called strike, 2-1. Bryant Saltberger in right field, Tanner Cromwell at first base, Teague Cromwell at third, and Jesse Jones at second. Ball gets away from handles. Moving up to third is Blodnick, and a 3-1 count. So back into the batter's box is Tommy Sawyer with a 3-1 pitch from Hartman. Walks him. So that'll put runners at first and third and nobody out. That'll bring up the left fielder, number 6, Riley Kriskovich. Kriskovich settles in. Sawyer with the lead. Not quite to the cutout. And he's off and running. Throws it back to the pitcher. Over to third, back in time. So Sawyer with the stolen base puts runners at second and third. 1 ball and no strikes to the A's left fielder. So 1 ball, no strike. Runner at second and third. Hartman looks in to Handlos for the sign. Kicks, deals. Good inside pitch, called for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, nobody out. Hartman looks in and comes to the plate with the 1-1. It's fouled off, 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kriskovich. Misses inside and low, 2-2. So the 2-2 pitch catches him inside, caught looking for strike 3 and out number 1. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the shortstop, Andrew Talon. And you can listen and watch with Southwestern Montana News. Thank you, Jeremy Crawford, for the great job that you do. And 82 Coffee for the sponsorship. Cale Conan steps under and makes the play. It'll be a sac fly RBI by Talon for the first run of the game as Blodnick crosses the plate. And that'll bring up the pitcher Tyrell Smith with a runner at second and 2 outs. And ball gets away all the way to the backstop. Sawyer move over to third, and he scores on the heads-up running play as Hartman didn't get all the way to the plate. Sawyer scores, and it's 2-0. Heads-up running, not heads-up defensive play. And the pitch, high, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Tyrell Smith at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So 2-1 the count with 2 outs and nobody on. 2 runs already crossed for the A's. And the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs of game number 2. A's lead 2-0. Hartman looks in, gets the sign, likes what he sees, misses outside and low, full count. 3-2 2-out pitch, fouled off, and we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're going to do it all over again. And here it comes. Nope, all the way to the wall. On the walk. That'll put the runner at first. And number 12, the right fielder, Bryant Saltenberger, comes to the plate.
Now batting right fielder number 9, Brian Saltenberger. Number 12.
And checks over the throw back, gets past him. Nice backup by Moreni at third. Small lead over there by Smith. Gets good secondary and it fouls it up and out of play. So no balls and 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first. Cubs winners of the first game, 11-2. So the 0-1 pitch, 2 outs and runner at first, hit on the ground. Infield single is a nice play by Skradsky, but the backhand is not going to get him as it didn't get through, but it was a clean single. So on the single, it puts runners at first and second. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting first base, number 1, Tanner Cromwell. So 2 outs, first and second, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Hartman looks into Handlos for the sign. Comes set, checks the runner at second. Comes to the plate, misses high and outside, 1-1. Or 2-0, sorry. 2-0. I tried to will him a strike, okay? So it's 2-0. 2-0 the count. Kick steals. That's a beautiful pitch. We'll take that one. Hartman back with the baseball. Looks in. Gets the sign from Taylor Handlos. Checks the runner at second. No one helped. Grabs that outside corner for a called strike 2. And the 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out count. Hits it over the first baseman's head into right field. Are they going to send him? Oh! Can't come up with it cleanly, and they score the run. So that'll score the pitcher, Tyrell Smith, to make it 3-0. Saltenberger will go from first to third.
Number 3, T, is Cromwell.
And Cromwell with the RBI single. So now there's runners at first and third with still 2 outs. The 8th hitter of the inning comes up. And it's third baseman, Teague Cromwell. And he takes a strike. And the bag is stolen by Tanner Cromwell. So second and third, 2 outs. And the 0-1 pitch from Hartman. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Jesse Jones waiting on deck. Hartman looks into Handlos. Let's see what he deals for the 0-2. Thanks for coming. Goodbye. So...
of KDBM, KBV's
There's a lot of fine assortments there on the clubhouse. Enjoy it. Fantastic. The Dillon Cubs will bring Cale Conan, Cohen Hartman, and Damon Skratsky to the party to start. And we hope we get to see all 9 of them because it goes Cale Conan, Cohen Hartman, Damon Skratsky, Andrew Bartlome, Trenton Moreni, Sawyer Tackett, Taylor Handlos, Tyler Lagunas, and Marcus Lagunas. And on the bump, Tyrell Smith, his battery mate, Nate Blodnick. And we'll see the first pitch here from Tyrell Smith. And it's called for a strike. He's already fared better than his counterpart in the first game because that first pitch was hit out of the ballpark by Cale Conan. So the no ball, 1 strike pitch from Tyrell Smith, and he hits him. So they both kind of want to start the party the same way. Hit your first guest.
Now batting the pitcher.
So Cohen Hartman, the pitcher, will come to the plate. He has a runner at first and nobody out. And if you can't get to your scouting report at home, Cale Conan is fast. So Hartman digs in. Cale has a giant lead, a foot outside of the cutout. And he's going to go ahead and stay put. 1-0. The theory behind that a lot of times is if you keep him on the base a little bit longer, obviously it opens up the whole right side. Good thing to hit and run here possibly, or get him off and running. And he hits down third base side through the third baseman. And Conan's all the way to third. And moving up on the throw is Hartman. So error on the third baseman moves Hartman to first. And he moves up to second on the throw to try to get Conan out. So runners at second and third. And Damon Skratsky comes to the plate. Our senior, Damon Skratsky. Little side note,
Batting number 2.
Damon could be a super senior and come back and play for the Cubs next year. Waiting on deck, the 2 left-handed hitters, Andrew Bartlome and Trenton Moreni. In fact, we have 4 of them in today's lineup. 4 left-handed hitters. That's always a treat. Bartlome, Moreni, Lagunas. So 3-0, but 2 ducks waiting there on the pond for Damon Skratsky. And he's going to get one of them here, though. Sac fly RBI to center. And Cale Conan will score easily.
Now batting.
And make it 3-1.
Second baseman Andrew Bartlome.
Bring up the cleanup hitter, the second base number 22, Andrew Bartlome. Bartlome has an opportunity to drive a run in here with the runner at second. He'll be followed by Trenton Moreni. Tyrell Smith looks in to Blodnick. Blodnick gives him the sign, and he's giving him that quite generous outside corner for called strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike and 1 out. Runner at second. Good lead out there. And it's pounded into the ground, foul. 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second, 1 across for the Cubs. They trail still 3-1. And the 0-2 1 out pitch. Hit foul. And we'll do it again at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, and we're doing it again. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Trenton Morini comes to the plate.
Trenton Morini.
Well, Morini digs in with the runner at second and 2 outs. Great opportunity to drive in a 2-out run here. And they chase Hartman back. Hartman gets back pretty easily. And the 2-out pitch from Smith. Outside, ball 1. One ball and no strikes. Runner at second and 2 outs. And the 1-0. Outside, ball 2. Good spot here for him to leave something out over the plate on the 2-0 count. Steps off, throws it back. Hartman back in plenty of time. Sawyer Tackett, the right fielder, waiting on deck. Smith comes set, comes to the plate. Fouled off down the left side and out of play, 2-1. So 2-1 the count. 2 outs, a runner at second. Morini's ready. Smith comes set, checks runner, kicks, deals. Oh! 2-2. The outside corner seems to be a choose-your-own-adventure. And the 2-2 out pitch. Hit nicely to short. Nice backhand now. Throws across the diamond. Nice play by the shortstop. 6-3 on the putout for out number 3. The Cubs get 1 back. 1 run. We look forward to hopefully another year from him if we can convince him to come back and pitch for us during his super senior season. He's off to MSU. Tyler's off to BYU, Idaho. And the first pitch by Hartman is a strike right down North Montana. 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Top of the second inning. And the pitch grabs that outside portion for a called strike 2. So 1-2 the count to the 9-hitter, the second baseman Jesse Jones. And shot hit up the middle. Great try by Andrew Barlamay, but gets its way into center for a single. And the A's are on the board again, or got a runner on to start again.
Number 0, Nate.
That'll bring up the top of the order, the catcher, Nate Blodnick. Blodnick got hit by a pitch, stole the base, and came around to score. So runner on first. Nobody out. Top of the second. Hartman checks the sign. Comes. Set. Outside. Misses. Ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first. Hartman looks into Handlos for the sign. Comes set. And comes to the plate. It's popped up and out of play to make it a 1 ball, 1 strike count. So 1-1 the count to the catcher and leadoff hitter number 0, Nate Blodnick. Blodnick has a runner in first and a 3-1 lead for the A's here in the top of the second. Hartman checks the runner at first and comes set. Kicks, deals. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but calls it outside. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first. Hartman comes set, comes to the plate, and it's hit out to right field. Sawyer Tackett on the move, and is unable to come up with it. Goes all the way back to the wall. Wind kind of played tricks on him, so the error on the right fielder moves the runners to second and third.
Now batting center fielder number 10, Tommy Sawyer.
And the pitch hit into right center. That should score 2. Cale Conan able to track it down. Gets it into second, and flying into second, Tommy Sawyer with the double and drives 2 runs in. So both Jones and Blodnick score. And it's now 5-1. Top of the second, already 5 runs up for the A's. And this one's popped up and out of play by Riley Kriskovich.
Fielder Riley Kriskovich.
Kriskovich with the backwards K last time. 0-1 here. Nobody out, already 2 runs across. It's 5-1 here in the top of the second. Misses all the way to the backstop. That'll move Sawyer up to third. So 1-1 now the count to Kriskovich. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, runner at third. Hartman goes back to the full windup, kicks, deals. Low and inside, 2-1. So 2-1 the count as Hartman looks into Handlos for the sign, kicks, deals. Misses, ball gets away from Handlos, and coming to the plate will be Sawyer, and he'll score easily. It's now 6-1 here in the top of the first, and a 3-1 count to Riley Kriskovich. And it's hit out to left center. Oh, he tries for the diving play. Can't come up with it. I believe that's going to be a double. So Kruskovich with the double brings up number 2, the shortstop, Andrew Talon. And the pitch, called strike. So no balls and 1 strike. Still nobody out. Tyrell Smith waiting on deck. Cleanup hitter Andrew Talon in the batter's box. Grabs that outside corner for called strike 2. Oof, outside, ball 1. And the 1-2 pitch popped up and out of play. The score is 6-1. It's a 1-2 count and nobody out. Hartman comes set, kicks, steals, and it's hit into center. Cale Conan going all the way back, makes the play. Hits his cutoff. Kruskovich will move over to third. F8 for Talon is out number 1. And then 1 out and 0-0 is the count.
Now in the second inning, 1 more. I need to add. Now batting number 14.
Now number 14 will come to the plate. Current pitcher, Tyrell Smith. 1 out. 1 out, runner at third. 1-0 now to Tyrell Smith. 6-1, Anaconda leads. 3 in the first, 3 in the second. Currently 3 in the second. And the 1-0 count to Tyrell Smith. Fouls it off, 1-1. Oh, inside, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at third, 3 already across this inning, 3 in the first to make it 6-1. Hit back, and the throw goes home. Throw down to second, safe there. So fielder's choice, throwing error, scores Kruskovich. Tyrell Smith moves up to second. And it's now 7-1. So Brian Saltenberger comes to the plate. He singled last time up. And the 1-out pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Brian Saltenberger.
So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at second, 4 already across in the inning, and make it 7-1 Anaconda. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch from Hartman popped up and out of play. I was almost ready for that to hit on the top of the crow's nest here. We didn't have to hear it, though. Tanner Cromwell coming to the plate. Oh, that's a great pitch. Call the ball. First baseman Tanner Cromwell comes to the plate. He singled, drove a run in, and stole the bag. There's 2 outs and a 1-0 count. Hartman comes set, comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1. And the 1-ball-1-strike, 2-out pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yes, grabs the outside corner. They score 4 runs this time on 1, 2, 3 hits. There was 1, 2, 3 more errors.
We'll continue with our Dillon show.
Waiting for the winner here, so.
And Jennifer
DeBoer is the winner of the full-day guided fishing trip.
And
Dave King and Mark Moretti. That will be a lot of fun. So Jennifer DeBoer, you won a fantastic prize of a guided fishing trip by 2 of the finest guides in town. Mr. King, Mr. Moretti. Sawyer Tackett comes to the plate. Comes down 7-1. Sawyer's going to kick off this inning in a great way. It's his first at bat of the game. Tackett on the bump. One ball, no strikes, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second. Cubs need some life here. As we're waiting to get our first hit. We got our first run. Now we need our first hit. Oh, called strike. He has been consistent on the inside corner. I'm not going to say consistently good or bad, but consistent. And the 1-1 is way outside. Just a bit outside. I don't know how he laid off such a wonderful pitch, but he did. 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike, nobody out. Sawyer Tackett here to lead it off for us. Oh, threw his bat away and got called for the strike. I have 2, but I didn't have 3 balls. I don't know if he has it differently. And the 2-2 pitch. He made it easy on us and singled up the middle.
Now batting number 12, Taylor Hanlos.
I really appreciate all umpiring, but I appreciate it more when they tell me the count maybe every 2 or 3 pitches. Kind of a fan of that when I'm scoring a game. These 2 gentlemen have gotten better as the season went on, so I'm not complaining in general. Just saying I really like to know the count.
Well, you're relying on us for an accurate.
Taylor Handlos up. Swing and a miss. It looked like he liked it and then changed his mind. Oh, Pick throws it way down the right field line. That's good. Sawyer gets to second. You could see it leaving his hand that it was not good. So the error on the pitcher moves the runner to second. No ball, 1 strike count to Taylor Handlos, and has an opportunity to drive a run in now. And the pitch right down, a little low. I like that call this time, though. I like it. Good stuff. And same pitch, called strike. 1 and 2. And the 1-2 pitch. Oh, he just pulled up a little late on it. Had a good pitch to hit. Got out just a little bit on front. Pops it out to the second baseman. 4 out, number 1.
Left fielder number 21, Tyler Lagunas.
Tyler Lagunas, the senior, comes to the plate, playing left field. Already did himself a huge favor with his 4th win of the season. Striking out 7, only walking 1, giving up 1 earned. Fantastic job by the young man. He'll be sorely missed in this pitching staff when he goes. Hits it on the ground down to second and gets the friendly, kind hop off the knee. Tackett will come around to score on the E4. So the error on the second baseman scores the second run of the game to make it 7-2.
Number 32, first baseman Marcus Lagunas.
That'll bring up first baseman, number 32, Marcus Lagunas. Pick over to first, back in time. So 1 out, runner at first. Cubs get one of the 6 they needed to tie, so now it's 7-2. It's hit hard, but foul, straight back, 0-1. Looks like he's timed him out okay. Just needs a pitch to hit. Oh, 1 out. And the 0-1 pitch hit on the ground. The first baseman goes to second and gets the force out. So fielder's choice puts Lagunas at first. 3-6 does away with Tyler for out number 2, and that'll bring up the top of the order. Center fielder Cale Conan. Waiting on deck, Cohen Hartman. Shot into right center. Looks like it's going to find some real estate all the way to the wall. Marcus is going to score all the way around second to third. I almost would have thought about sending him because the man is fast, it turns out. What a shot to right center, scoring Marcus all the way from first. That'll make it 7-3 and give Hartman a chance to help his own cause here. Well, hey, we still like it if he has a cycle for the doubleheader. So far he's got a double, triple, and a homer. We don't even need that single. We'll take another homer, triple, and double. 7-3 now. 0-1 count to Hartman. He reached on an error last time up. And the 0-1 two-out pitch to Cohen. In the dirt, blocked nicely out there by the catcher, Nate Blodnick. Runs it to a 1-1 count on Hartman. And the 1-1 two-out pitch from Tyrell Smith. I was going to say misses, but I got it. It's that inside corner. I don't know. Until he calls it. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Hartman. Smith comes set, kicks, steals, and it's hit on the ground to the shortstop, backhands it, doesn't pick it up cleanly, and he gets down to first in time. So that's probably a judgment call. I'm not going to give him an error. I'm going to go with the single and the RBI on that. I feel like he got out of the box and down the line quickly. It was somewhat routine, but all he did was pick it up, throw it, and Hartman was safe. So I'm going to go with single and RBI on my end of the deal. Curious what they put on Game Changer.
Now batting number 2, Damon Scratch.
We usually tend to agree, so we'll see. I guess it depends on who's scoring down there. For Sandy, I bet he gave him a hit. Coach Bartlett is kind but fair. (1-0) to Skratsky. All right, let's see the play. Oh yeah, singles on a hard ground ball. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first. Hits Hartman. He can't run because he's plucked hard. Gets away, but can't really go anywhere because it didn't look like he felt too good. Ouch. Oh, it hit him in the hand. I thought it was the hip. But if it hit in the wrist, that's not good when you're pitching. And they're checking on his hand. And tough kid. Looks like he's going to stay in the game. I mean, hit him in the hand. You should let him move up to second on that one, right? Kratzky at the 1-ball, 1-strike, 2-out count. Hartman with a good lead, 1 foot past the cutout. Lays off. It's a ball, 2-1. If Mr. Tyrell Smith was even remotely not very nice, he could have picked over there, but he didn't. Made him slide back on the ginger hand. The ball gets away again, so he does give a little bit of a gift. Another error from that exchange. I'm not so sure that's not the first baseman. It looked like a halfway decent throw. So that'll put a runner in scoring position for Damon. 2-1 count. Skratsky's ready to drive him in. It's outside and low, and now he's in a great spot with a 3-1 hitters count with the runner at second. Still 2 outs, though. And the 3-1 2-out pitch to Skratsky. Swing and a miss. 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Bartlett waiting on deck. And he hits it up the middle. Shortstop gets to it. Nice sliding play. Throw over to first, and it's a throwing error. Runner's going to come around and score. Skratsky's going to get down to second, and the slide makes it safe. So what do you guys think? Was that a single and a throwing error, or was it a throwing error that got him?
Single and a throwing error.
Okay, I agree. So we'll go single with the throwing error. Moves him up to second. Cohen Hartman did score on the air, though, and not the hit. So it's not an RBI. But the A's shooting themselves in the foot here with 4 runs across, and they've made 5 errors in the inning. This one's hit up the middle by Bartolome. Gets to it, a nice play. And poor Andrew doesn't get the lucky part of that one. That's a great play up the middle. Comes across second base, makes it. While he's still running, he throws across his body to throw out Andrew. 6-3 on the putout. The Cubs come up with 4 runs on 4 hits. There was 5 errors and 1 runner left on base. So after 2 complete on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs trail 7-5. We'll be back in 1 minute. Ball action here at Cubs Field at Ray Lynch Park. We're going into the top of the third of what's been a pretty wacky game. A's have sent 8 to the plate the last 2 innings. Let's do a 3 up, 3 down. We're catching back up. We're within 2. So let's throw a goose egg up here and take the lead. It looks like we're going to end up with a football score unless we slow this down. Of course, 7-5 would be a very odd football game, a safety and a field goal to a touchdown, but it can't happen. Hartman's still on the bump. It doesn't look like there's any change. No, it looks like going to second base is Sawyer Tackett. Going to catching is Andrew Bartolome. And in right field is Jace Alvarez. So Taylor Handlos comes off the field. And we'll start off with number 3, third baseman, Teague Cromwell. So Teague Cromwell comes to the plate. He struck out last time. He's hoping to do the same this time. Hartman. Good pitch, strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to Cromwell. Hartman looks into Handlos for the sign. Kicks, deals, and he fouls off the... He obviously is keeping track of that inside pitch. He swung at it and fouled it off for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Teague Cromwell. Jesse Jones waiting on deck. And the no ball, 2 strike count. Kick steals by Hartman and strikes him out. First out. Jesse Jones comes to the plate. He singled and came around to score last time up. And first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the third. Good pitch. Strike 2. It's almost like getting on his hand and activated a superpower. He's dialed back in. and he's dealing. Pops him up. Looks like Marcus is under it and makes the play. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting.
That'll go to the top of the order. The catcher, number 0, Nate Blodnick. Blodnick reached on an error, got hit by a pitch, stole the base, scored twice. And the ball just under his hands, he turned and hit the old Cubs bus, I believe. It's on the road again. That looks like the Cat 9U trip bat. Inside pitch ball. Yes, it would. And the 1-1-2 out pitch. Low and inside. Doesn't seem to like the inside pitch now. That corner is not friendly right now. Nope. 3-1. Hitters count to Blodnick. So 3-1, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the third. Just looking to hang the goose egg. That's 2. He punched him out. Go to the bench style, but it was only strike 2. He pulled the lawnmower, and the lawnmower didn't start. Oh, you think he'd want to do it there, right? Just missed. Oh, gosh darn it.
Tommy Sawyer.
So on the walk, that'll put a runner at first with 2 outs. Tommy Sawyer comes to the plate. He's walked, doubled, scored twice, stole the bag, drove 2 runs in. So kind of didn't want him to come to the plate with his meta. Runner's off and running. Throw down is good. Tag's a little late because it was on the shortstop side of the bag. Good try. But that'll put a runner in scoring position with 1 strike to Tommy Sawyer. That'll move the run up to third on the wild pitch. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at third. Tommy Sawyer to the plate, the center fielder, and the 2-hitter in the lineup. Misses low and inside, 2-1. And the 2-1-2 out pitch. Hit into right field to drive the run in. Gets by Alvarez, gets by Conan. And so the single and RBI turns into an error to move up to second.
Batting left fielder, number 6, Riley Kriskovich.
So Blodnick scores to make it 8-5. Sawyer moves up on the error in the outfield, and Riley Kriskovich comes to the plate with already a double and a run scored and struck out looking. 1-0 on the called ball. Marcus got a beat on. Tackett runs it all the way down in foul territory, makes the play, and that'll finally end the inning. But not before they're able to add to it again. F4 on the put out for out number 3. They come up with 1 run on no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left. After 2.5 in the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs trail 8-5. We'll be back in 1 minute. call. We're going into the bottom of the third. It's 8-5 already. Trenton Moreni will come to the plate. He'll be followed by Sawyer Tackett, and I believe Taylor Handels got subbed in for Jace Alvarez defensively. We'll see if that holds. So strike on the first pitch to Moreni. High outside, ball 1-1. So the 1-1 strike pitch to Moreni. Swing and a miss. So 1-2. Trenton digs in. Smith comes set. And the pitch hits down in between first and second and gets it in the seeing eye single.
Now batting number 3, Sawyer Tackett.
They all look like line drives in the book. Puts the runner at first. Great start. Always like to get that lead runner on. So runner at first, nobody out. Sawyer Tackett comes to the plate. He's had a great day at the plate. Let's see. He was 3 for 3 last game with a walk and already 1 for 1 here. So he's hitting 4 straight appearances, reached base in 5 straight appearances. And that will double him up. So Tackett flies out to the shortstop. The shortstop throws it back to first for a double play. And just like that, Jace Alvarez comes to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs.
Number 15, Jace Alvarez.
Alvarez digs in. Tyrell Smith, happy he just got a double play. Looks into Blodnick for the sign. And gets the late called strike 1 on the outside corner. Tyler Lagunas waiting in the wings. Left-handed hitting left fielder. And the 0-1 2-out pitch to Alvarez. Called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. And hits him. 0-2, it's a good time to be hit. I mean, you don't like to get hit, but hey.
Now batting number 21, left fielder Tyler Lagunas.
That's what rallies are started by. Hit batting. Lagunas steps to the plate with the runner at first and 2 outs. 2-out hits are king in this baseball game. Outside in the dirt. Nice job of blocking by Blodnick. 1-0. 1-0, 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the third. Definitely not as speedy a game. Inside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. And the 2-0 pitch. Oh, hit off his foot, and that never feels good. He walked that one off quickly. Those hurt. Especially if you get an ankle. Ugh. It happens to lefties, it seems like, more than righties, but it definitely happens. 2-1, 2-out pitch to Lagunas. Outside and low. 3-1. Kind of looked like they had Jay slung out the drive, but the throw wasn't too good, so it worked out. So 3-1, 2-out pitch. Right down North Montana for strike number 2. So full count, 2 outs. Runner has a good head start on the 3-2 pitch. It's always a little trick here. Sometimes the pitcher likes to check over there just to keep you honest. Off and running. Misses inside and low. And a hit batter and a walk puts the Cubs in business with 2 outs. And the left-handed hitting first baseman, number 32, Marcus Lagunas. He needs to go shopping in the right center gap. 2-for-1 sale. 2-for-1. Outside pitch with the extended plate for strike 1. 0-1, 2 outs, 2 on. And the 0-1 pitch. Oh, swings at it inside. 0-2. It doesn't matter if he swung, though. So 0-2, 2 outs, runners at second and third. Single should score 2 here. Good way to fight it off. That a kid? So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, bottom of the third. Cubs trail 8-5. Tyrell Smith looks into Blodnick, comes set, and comes to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Cubs come up empty, no runs on 1 hit. There was no errors and 2 runners left on base. So after 3 complete on their Mountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs trail 8-5. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stop us, we're all the way up. This one's popped up. It looks like Cale Conan is on the move. Oh, he ranges all the way over, almost in right field to make the play. We'll call it F8, but it should have been like an F8 and a 3/4. Closer to an F9, but Cale Conan made the play way out in right center. Almost right field for the most part. Inside and low, ball 1 to the current pitcher, number 14, Tyrell Smith. Inside, Ball 2, 2-0. Tyrell Smith with the walk, reached on air, scored a run. That's a good pitch. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch hit on the ground. Almost got to it, Skradsky, but it's going to be a single up the middle. A long arm of the law almost got him, but just out of his reach for a single. So puts runner at first with 1 out, and Bryant Saltenberger. Saltenberger steps up with a single and a strikeout. So 1 ball, no strikes, runner at first. Hartman checks his runner and comes set. Popped up and out of play, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at first, top of 4. Hartman checks his runner and comes set. Popped up straight back into the net, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count to Saltenberger. The 1-2 pitch, fouled back. So we'll try it again at 1-2. Steps out, gets the sign. We'll see if they're going to put the runner in motion. Tyrell Smith over there at first. Not a very big lead. It looked like it could have been a hit and run possibly. Fouls it off. He took kind of almost like a delayed steal look in. See if they go back to that. Kind of cruel to give a hit and run on 1 and 2. You never know. And the 1-2 1 out pitch. Strike 3. Let him bring up Tanner Cromwell, the first baseman. Left-handed hitter.
First baseman, Tanner Cromwell.
Off and running, throws high, slides in safely on the stolen base. So Tyrell Smith slides into second, putting him in scoring position with 2 outs. So no balls in the strike, runner at second, 2 outs. Cromwell at the plate. Misses high and outside, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Foul ball, 1-2. Teague Cromwell waiting on deck. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. And hit on the ground. Skradsky comes up with it, makes the throw across. 6-3 on the nice put out by Skradsky. So they come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left. After 3.5 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs trail 8-5. We'll be back in 1 minute. sunglasses. And Tracy Roberts, you have a $300, up to a $300 pair of sunglasses from our great sponsor, Precision Eyewear. So now batting for the Cubs will be Cale Conan. Cale Conan. Conan steps to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch and tripled, scored twice. Oh, that's called a strike. Ouch. And the no ball, 1 strike count. Just got under it. Looks like it's going to be kind of a lazy fly ball to center. He'll settle under it and make the play. Conan flies out to center
Number 11.
for out number 1. That'll bring up the pitcher, number 11, Cohen Hartman. Hartman digs in. He's singled and reached on there, drove a run in and scored. And inside pitch, call the ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th as the Cubs trail 8-5. Smith back to the bump, looks into Blodnick, comes set, and comes to the plate. Spikes it all the way to the backstop. 2-0. The first 2 pitchers in the first game worked really quickly. The pitchers in the second game don't. And the 2-0 1-out pitch. Called strike. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. And hits a shot into left field for a single. Good start for Cohen Hartman to help himself out. Gets the second on the error or misjudgment, either way.
Shortstop, number 2, Damon Spratsky.
Skratsky comes to the plate, has a runner in scoring position. And the pitch to Skratsky. Ball 1. I told you that inside corner is a choose your own adventure. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0. Strike 1. 1-1. Breaking ball, it's a little bit late break. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at second. And the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, down to third. It's a fair ball. I guess we'll give it a single. Umpire single? I don't know. It was fair. It was definitely fair.
Now batting number 22.
So I'm going to go with the single, I guess, for Skratsky. He thought it was foul and didn't throw it, so there's not really an error. He made the play. I don't know. I mean, you could call it an... Right. So, yeah. So I guess you can give him a... I guess it gets through the first baseman. That will score a run. Coming around the plate to throw to the plate. Oh. So that put runners at first and third. I'm not going to call...
Now batting third baseman, number 24, Brendan Morenny.
Did you give that one a hit? Yeah. Like it. Good. So single with the RBI by Bartolome. Scores Hartman. Moves Skratsky to third. So with runners at first and third with 1 out, that'll bring up Trenton Morenny. So Moretti up with runners at first and third and one out. You have the right man with the right opportunity. Pick over to first, back in plenty of time. It's Bart LeMay. Smith comes set, kick, steals, high and outside, ball 1. 1-0. Lawrence, big hit here if we can get it. At least drive that one run in. That will make it look really nice on the scoreboard. And the 1-0, 1-out pitch fouls it off. 1-1. One count with one out. Runners at first and third for the Cubs. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. They trail by 2, 8-6. Moretti, ready, and it hits him, almost in the Achilles or something. It didn't look like it was pleasant by any stretch. So on the hit batter, that'll load the bases for Sawyer Tackett. Sawyer Tackett got on base 5 times in a row. We'll see if he can start that back up here. So with one out, Sawyer Tack comes to the plate with the bases loaded. Chance on a single to possibly tie it. And he gets a pitch to hit, but he just got under it. Still should get the sac fly, though. Skratsky's on the move. Bart LeMay's off and running. He gets in the pickle. I don't know if they called him on the tag. It looked like he missed the tag. Okay. So sac fly RBI scores Skratsky. And then on the pickle tag out, I believe, was that the shortstop, I think? Tags out Andrew, which I got a pretty good view. It looked like there was daylight there. I didn't see a tag myself. Scored 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, none last inning. For the Cubs, they came up with 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 in the fourth to make it 8-7. And they'll start with the 8-9 one-hitters. The first one is called for a strike. It's to Teague Cromwell. Trenton Moretti on the bump now for the Dillon Cubs. Cohen Hartman will be doing the catching. Andrew Bartlome moves out to third base. And I think everything else stayed the same from there. So 2-1 to Cromwell. Morini comes set and comes to the plate with the 2-1. Misses outside, 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. And misses.
He was going to call it.
Decided to change his mind. And we're going to have a little conference.
I was like, I'm going to go figure out why that.
Oh, they're switching out defensively. Okay. I was wondering what we were doing. We're switching defensively. Andrew Bartlome will go to first.
Jesse Jones.
And Lagunas will switch over to third. Not too often you see a mid-inning defensive switch, but that's what just happened. Marcus moves over to third. Bartlome moves over to first. There's still a runner at first, nobody out, and they bunt down the third base line, and it's going to be foul. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike, runner at first. Morini looks in, gets the sign from Hartman and checks the runner at first and comes set. Fires over to first on the pickoff. Back in time is Cromwell. It's 0-1 to Jesse Jones. And the pitch, he tries to bunt again and fouls it off. 0-2. Try it again. See what you get. So 0-2. I know most baseball fans are smart and realize if he bunts it foul here, he's out. And he hits it to right field. Tackett tracks it down. F4 on the put out into right field for out number 1.
Now batting catcher, number 0, Nate Blotnick.
Blotnick comes to the plate, turns it over to the top of the order. He's scored every time he's come to the plate, so let's change that. And he's picked off at first on a nice pickoff play. 1-3 on the pickoff for out number 2. So Blotnick comes up. He's been hit by a pitch, reached on there, walked, stole 2 bags, scored 3 times. But he'll come up now with nobody on and 2 outs. And the 2-out pitch gets away from the catcher, ball 1. And the 1-0 2-out pitch misses high and outside, ball 2. Grabs that outside corner for called strike 1. And the pitch. Oh! Hit the knob. Gotta give him some praise. He was honest. You could easily probably try to get a hit by pitch. Maybe he's trying now. Nope. You could tell by his reaction it didn't hit his hands. Oh, misses outside. I could see what he wanted to do. Unfortunately, pulled that just a little bit. Good thought, though. 3-2, 2 outs. Ray digs his way in. Looks into Hartman. And the pitch. Oh, misses. And once again, Blodnik finds a way on the bag. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a reach on an error. And now Tommy Sawyer will come to the plate.
Center fielder Tommy Sawyer.
Sawyer has walked, singled, reached on an error. Singled, reached on an error. Drove a run in and scored twice. See if we can pick another guy off and get out of this inning. Righty comes set. Snap throw over to first. Back in time. So 2 outs. Runner at first for the A's here in the top of the 5th. Runner's off and running. Throw down by Hartman is wide to the second base side. Gets away from Tackett, but he stole it. I think ball, but he didn't make a call on it. I didn't see it either. I would assume that because of where it was, but. So the 1-0, 2 out pitch. Hit on the ground to Skradsky. Picks it up. Throws it across. 6-3 on the putout. So they come up with no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. After 4.5 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs trail 8-7. We'll be back in 1 minute.
What does
Liquor store, a cooler from Frontline Egg, and a coffee basket from the 82 coffee.
He's like, you take it. Dan's on second. All the way over there, south territory. Joe.
And the lucky winner of this is Natalie Owen.
Lost the 3rd game then.
It's the 4th annual Dillon History Days, July 21st through 23rd, and we're going back to the 70s. Dress up in 70s fashion and join the fun. Check out the full lineup starting Friday with the Teddy Bear Picnic and Philip Page Cowboy Songs in History. Saturday, don't miss the Horsepower Roundup Car Show, Karma Tyler Memorial, Blowing Smoke Barbecue. Plus, the What's Your Talent contest. Show off those 70s moves and dance to live music Saturday night featuring Levi Bloom. Make plans now for Dillon History Days, July 21st through 23rd. Far out!
Yes, so actually fantastic so far, and that was Natalie Owen on that win.
Running off for the Cubs, number 15.
And starting the party right for us will be Jace Alvarez. He was hit by a pitch last time up. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Cubs trail by 1. Alvarez, Lagunas are the next 3 batters. So Jace Alvarez to the plate. He waits from the pitch for Smith, and he hits it to the shortstop. So fly out to shortstop for out number 1. That'll bring up Tyler Lagunas, the left fielder.
Left fielder, number 21, Tyler Lagunas.
A fine senior for the Dillon Cubs. Notched his 4th win last game, striking out 7, walking 1. Only gave up 1 earned run. Hits it on the ground down to second. 4-3 on the put out for out number 2.
Now batting third baseman, number 32, Marcus Lagunas.
Marcus needs to take this pitch so it's not a 3-pitch inning. Two outs, nobody on, bottom of the 5th. Oh, that was not right. I think that was a ball. And what we think is the 1-0 pitch. 1-1 on the swing. Count blow. Thank you. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Outside and low, ball 2. 2-1. 2-1, 2 outs. Marcus Lagunas in the batter's box. Ooh. Good idea, taking that outside pitch down left field line, but foul, so it's going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, and we would like 2 runs. And the 2-2 pitch, hit down on first base line, off the first baseman. Scoops and shovels, 4-3 on the putout, technically, for out number 3. So the Cubs go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. After 5 complete on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs trail 8-7. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Fielder Riley Priskovich.
And digging in. Ready on the bump. And the pitch. Good start. Fouls it off. Strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike. Rennie comes set, kicks and deals, and it's shot hit right to Skradsky. F6 if you're keeping book at home for out number 1. The B team going into extra innings in Butte right now as they're playing the Motormen. It's 7-7 in the top of the 8th. Spencer sitting to the plate. Andrew Talon for the A's comes up. And he does get that inside corner. The adventure was chose right, and it's strike 1. So 0-1 with 1 out in the 0-1 pitch. Almost a cricket pitch as he one-hops it to the backstop. It wasn't that bad a pitch. Just hit right where the plate was and vaulted up. And then comes back with a good pitch, but finds a way to get a little bit of barrel on it, hits it up the middle, and Andrew Talon has found his way on with a single. So that puts a runner at first with 1 out and brings up Tyrell Smith, the pitcher. Tyrell Smith. Dug in. Moretti looks into Hartman. Checks the runner at first and comes set. He's off and running. Gets all the way to the backstop. 4-1. Want to know? So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner at second now. Tyrell Smith still at the plate. And he fouls it off 1-1. Bryant Saltenberger waiting on deck, the right fielder. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second. We're in the top of the 6th of a scheduled 7. Cubs trail 8-7 after winning the first game 11-2. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Moretti looks in and gets the sign. Comes set and checks the runner. Throws it back to second. Good throw. Got back in time. 2-1 still. Fouls it off himself. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And he wants to go sit down, so maybe we can help him. Come on, Moretti. And hits it back. Do it again at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second. Tyrell Smith still at the plate. And the 2-2 offering from Moretti is popped up just enough to get into center field. The throws to third, it's high. Oh. He was out, he got his hand. He's got a better view. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So we'll see how this plays out, but he did get him. I mean, from this view, the outfield ump called him safe. He got a better look. Called him out at third. So it's 8-5 on the put out of Talon for out number 2. Runner will move up to second on the throw, single. So 2 outs. Runner at second, still 8-7. This has popped up. And in the middle of the bleachers. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. 0-1 count now to Bryant Saltenberger. And he's off and running. Oh, he's caught in no man's land. Oh, but he throws it away, and then he's trying to get back, and no, he's good. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. No advance. No advance to count for. So kind of, but... And he was running on that one, it looked like, and he fouls it off. I want to say the first game was, what, 1 hour and 40, and now we're already looking at over 2 right now. Funny how that plays out sometimes. This one's much funner to watch, though. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 6th, 8-7 A's. Not sure how that missed, but it missed. 1 and 2. Good spot, too. Oh, that was almost even better. Right fielder settles under and makes the play. So Saltenberger flies out to right for out number 3. So they come up empty with no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. So after 5.5 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs trail 8-7. We'll be back in 1 minute. And the first pitch to Cohen Hartman. Ooh, big swing and a miss. He got his money's worth, though. We'd like to see that. And the no ball, 1 strike pitch. It's high and deep, and I think he's got a beat on it, though, but he missed it. Did it hit it, or it just dropped, right? Okay. So, Sunday double for Cale Conan. So, obviously we're playing 9. I thought it was a double hitter against the Motormen, but it looks like we're just playing 1-9. Cohen Hartman comes to the plate. Nobody out. Runner at second. Cohen Hartman can drive in the tying run. Fakes him back to second. You got the right speed out there. Hartman's off and running, and it's popped up the right field. It's going to drop. And so he's off and running, got to third, went back a little bit, the ball dropped, goes back to third, and then scores on the RBI single by Cohen Hartman.
Number 2, shortstop, Damon Skretsky.
So Hartman scores, or Cale Conan scores his 3rd run of the ball game. It's the tying run. Hartman with the RBI single, and now Skratsky's up, and he hits it to the shortstop for an infield single that he throws away, and that should move runners up to second and third. So single with an error. Moves Hartman over to third. Skradsky to second. Still nobody out, and it's 8-8. First base.
Now batting for the Cubs, number 22, first baseman Andrew Bartolome.
Did they switch back? Oh. Gotcha. So the third/first/catcher utility man, Andrew Bartolome, is up. There might have been a second base in there somewhere, I think, as well. And now he has a chance to put the Cubs ahead with nobody out. And the pass ball will actually do it as Hartman gets down and scores on the pass ball. I'm just saying at that point, with nobody out, I walk him and I have the base loaded and I hope for a double play. But instead, now you have a runner at third. You're already down one, and the sac fly scores him, or something you punch through, or even a shot to the right field, because Skradsky runs decent. Or the pass ball, once again, scores him also. So strategically, that does it. And just like that, the Cubs score 3 runs, and they're up 10-8. And Bartolome saw 2 pitches, and both of them score runners, but not off his bat. More off the wall. So now he has a 2-0 to find a way on for himself. That tricky outside corner called for a strike. Hits it on the ground, foul. So we'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. And the 2-2 pitch. And there he found a way on with a shot into right field for a single.
Now batting pitcher, number 24.
Way to get it started back up. And now coming to the plate, Trenton Moretti, current pitcher, and actually on the hook for the win right now. Hits it down the left field line, but foul. So we got 10-8 here in the bottom of the 6th. What's been a very entertaining game. It's even more entertaining when our Cubbies are up by 2, though. Moretti up. Runner at first, nobody out. Taking a lot of time, comes set, comes to the plate. Oh, you just almost have to swing at that. It's not one you want to. And it hits him. After getting that outside call, you almost want to get beat. I mean, you want to hit, but that outside pitch.
Number 3, Sawyer Tackett.
Sawyer Tackett, 2 for 3, just having a great doubleheader so far. Has runners at first and second with nobody out. Put your coach out to talk it over. I'm sure he's got to be pretty high on the pitch count. Let me see what we got here. Strategy is out there. Don't hit someone, I guess. He's at 92 pitches, I believe. Actually pretty efficient if he's at 92 here in the bottom of the sixth. And the pitch to attack it gets away all the way to the backstop. Moves runners over to second and third in a 1-0 count to attack it. Sawyer already drove a run in and scored a run. A couple of hits already, 3 hits last game. And he pops this one up and out of play. That's the only bad pitch I've seen him swing at today. Get pretty anxious when you have those 5 hits and runners in scoring position. You're eager to drive another one in. I'm sure he'll sit back and find something here. 1-1 pitch. Oh, that inside quarter. Nothing up or down. Just wide left. Be afraid if he was counting field goals. Wide left wouldn't happen. 2 balls and 2 strikes to tack it. And the 2-2 hit on the ground to the shortstop and through. Scoring on an error is Bartlome and soon to be Moreni. Tackett moves up on the throw. So the error on the shortstop, good job of base running too. He kind of shielded him from it legally. Didn't touch the ball, moving up. 5 runs across. And now it's 12-8 in the bottom of the 6th.
Chase Alvarez.
There you go, sir. Oh, high and inside. Believe it or not, I had to look and see if that was a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Runner at second, 12-8. Throw back to second, not in time. It's got to be at what, 95? And the 1-0 pitch. Make it 2-0. So runner at second, 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out, 12-8. Cubs got 5 across here in the bottom of the 6th to finally take the lead. They had 1 in the first, 4 in the second, none in the third, 2 in the fourth, none in the fifth, and 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. For the A's, they scored 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third. And they've been scoreless for 3 straight innings. And ball 4. That'll put runners at first and second. Ooh. And that'll do it for Tyrell Smith. So we'll take a quick break as they warm up the new pitcher.
Raffle prize, the grand prize, 4 tickets to a Mariners game, courtesy of Brett Mackey, plus a $200 Visa gift card from Mike Richardson. And the winner is Eric O's.
Who is that?
Years, America's most
prize we just gave away by courtesy of Brett Mackey and Beaverhead Brewery. 4 Mariner tickets and a $200 gift card goes to Eric O's. Eric O's. And Mike Richardson is the $200 gift card. 4 Mariner tickets from Brett Mackey. Have a great time at the Mariners. One count. Cubs already with 5 runs on. And the ball gets away. It looks like we're going to score another run on the pass ball. As Tackett slides in safely. And make it a 2-1 count. Zach Blodnick, number 13, on to pitch. His second appearance of the afternoon. Threw 4 pitches in the first game. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Tyler Lagunas. And the 2-1 pitch. Big lazy bender that went 12-6, I would say. And the 2-2 pitch to Tyler Lagunas. So hard to lay off that one. Good idea. It's got a little bit of an extender on the plate there on that side. And the 3-2 pitch. Fouled back, staying alive. So back to 3-2 for Marcus Lagunas. Or Tyler Lagunas, wants to hand it down to Marcus Lagunas. And he walks him and does just that. So that'll put runners at first and third. And Marcus Lagunas comes to the plate. Really want to see him hit the stage line pizza sign. That'll score a couple of runs. That'd be good. That'll work, though. And the RBI single by Marcus Lagunas. Chase Alvarez scores. Tyler Lagunas goes down to first. Marcus Lagunas with the RBI single down to second. And Cale Conan comes to the plate. This will be the second time of the inning for him. The 10th straight batter without getting out for the Cubs, and 7 straight runs. In the dirt, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, runners at first and second, nobody out, 7 runs across, and we're back at the top of the order. If Cale Conan misses outside 3-0, there's a good chance Cohen Hartman could come up with the bases loaded and hit a walk-off grand slam. And the ball gets away. Not going to hurt quite as much since it was a walk.
Now batting number 11, catcher, Cohen Hart.
I'll bring up the catcher, Cohen Hartman, with Damon Skratsky waiting on deck. 4 more runs, and we don't even have to send a pitch back up. Skratsky up, Blodnick set, and the pitch, outside and high, ball 1. Like, it's the most painful way. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike, bases loaded. Cohen Hartman at the plate. Bounces it to the plate, 2-1. So 2-1, bases loaded, 7 across, nobody out, 14-8 Cubs. Cohen Hartman at the plate. Pitch from Blodnick, swing and a miss, strike 2. And the 2-2 pitch. It's hit into right field. Makes the play. Tagging from third is Tyler Lagunas. And Skratsky actually gets a sac fly RBI.
Now batting number 2, shortstop.
Or Hartman, I should say. Hartman gets the sac fly RBI. On an F4. That'll keep the runners at first and second, but Tyler Laguna scores. And they finally get an out, but it's 15-8. Damon waiting on the pitch from Blodnick. In the dirt, 1-1. And it's hit on the ground to the shortstop. Oh, it gets through. Marcus keeps coming around third, and he will score on the air. Gotta be honest, I almost feel bad for him now. Andrew Bartolome comes to the plate with 1 out, runners at first and third. So the 13th player of the inning comes to the plate. Outside, ball 1. And he's out at second, but they do score again. On Cale Conan scoring. Skratsky's thrown out on the 2-6 for out number 2. $17-8, but nobody on.
Oh, that might be right.
And the right fielder settles under and makes the play. So F9 for out 3, but not before the Cubs come up with 10 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits.
And the six. Cubs back on top, 17-8.
2 errors and nobody left. So after 6 complete on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs lead 17-8. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Cromwell and Jesse Jones. He looks in, gets signed from Hartman, comes set, kicks and deals, and it's hit into center field for a single. Because why not go out on 3 pitches like we want to? So leadoff single for Cromwell brings up Teague Cromwell. Tanner was a left-handed hitter, Teague's a right-handed hitter. He's playing third. He'll step to the plate with runner at first, nobody out here in the top of the 7th of a scheduled 7. Snap throw over to first, back in time. Rennie back to the bump. Looks into Hartman for the sign. Checks the runner at first and comes set. And comes to the plate. It's fouled off. Strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike. And runner at first. Checks over at 1 again. Nothing doing. Looks into Hartman for the sign. Checks Cromwell at first. And comes to the plate. High and inside. 1-1. Wow. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, no one out. And the pitch. It's been a strike most of the game. Ball 3. Don't pinch us this late, please. Oh, there we go. 3-2. Outside corner called strike 2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. Ball 4. That'll bring up Jesse Jones.
Second baseman, number 19, Jesse Jones.
And pitch outside, ball. One ball, no strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Right down North Atlantic for strike number 1. So 1-1 the count. Rennie with the pitch, high and inside, 2-1. Top of the order, waiting in the wings, Nate Blodnick. Strike 2. Does look like Ryan Smith is waiting in the wings. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Ryan Smith comes to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 out.
Number 21, Ryan Smith.
And the pitch. Oh, hit on the ground to the shortstop, Skratsky. Oh, Skratsky with the error that could have ended it. And the bases are loaded. So after the error, it'll load the bases. It'll bring up number 11, Kellen Connors.
Now batting number 11, Kellen Connors.
It would almost be semi-humorous if he got a hit and scored a couple runs. Because we all would like to see a double play. 1-1, 1 out, bases loaded. As there's an A in every alphabet. Low and inside, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded. And the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Let's go Trenton, put him down. Throw him a chair. And the 2-2 pitch, fouled off and out of play. Didn't hear me right. It's time for you to sit down. And strike 3.
Number 6, Riley Kriskovich.
Moretti looks in and gets the sign. Comes set. Grabs the outside corner for a called strike 1. And the 0-1 2-out pitch. Outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss. That was a big swing. He wanted all the finest meats and cheeses. 1-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Oh, that was odd. It spun at the top and then spun over. Give it to a kid. Give it to a... Best part of a ball game. Like chant it, you forgetting the foul ball, right? That looks like at least it's going to go to the senior to end senior night. There it is. F7. Tyler Lacuna sends it home. They come up with no runs on 1 hit.